Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our continued uh, running of season 28 here. So last time I was doing the season's journey here, and I had everything except for the seasonal cubist. I think what happened was I hadn't opened the cube for the next season yet. And not opening the cube for the next season caused me some issues. So since then, I've picked up a few
I've
more
dug up some
things.
new
I
things for
ran
you
a
to take a
bunch
look
of
at.
a bunch of just regular riffs. So we do have all of our bits now. I didn't have to run
You
another one of
must be
those.
wrong about the
So we're going to go
truth.
ahead and transmute that. Extract that legendary power out. We're going to change this to wormwood now. So now that is done. Now we're going to change our things here. So I'm going to actually change this to the spider, I think. We're going to change back to corpse spiders and probably leaping spiders. And we're going to change locust worm and we're going to move it to hunt. We want to do release two spirits. And I still haven't kind of went through all the other stuff. So now with that being said, what else do we have here? I need to reforge a weapon property into a socket at the mystic. Okay, so that's easy enough to do. So we need to go kill the keymasters. You kill the skeleton king. Cyndia. I need to run a greater rift level 20 solo, right? So basically I need to do that. So maybe we'll just start off with trying for the greater rift. So right now we're set at level 21. I've been running
I
at
wish
Torment
you
4
luck.
for most of the stuff. I still die every once in a while. Actually, this one we may be better off now because I've gotten a couple more pieces. Actually, I can't show you. Yeah, so I got a couple more pieces. We're still. I have three pieces for the season set, or four pieces for it. We're slowly building that one. I don't know. I'm sure that set is great. I really am. But it's just not. It's not the set that I want. So especially we have a thing that makes the fetishes kind of pop through a little faster. Keep throwing scooters out. Throw a couple of shooting spirits out. I kind of wish that they had it where the globes would auto pick up, or like you didn't have to go find them. Because they've done everything else in this so that you don't have to go chase things down. So that's why no loot drop, no money drops. All that stuff is kind of cleared out. So that dead. He jumped on my head. I didn't like it. So and now basically what happens is the Spider Queen leaves a mark out now, and so I want to kind of hit the furthest thing away from me that I can, because the Spider Queen will go to wherever I throw the spiders, and then when that beam between me and her, she anybody that is basically touching that web takes all the quick spider damage. So it should greatly help my ability to do ridiculous amounts of damage. At least definitely more AoE-ish type damage. So far we're quite ahead of the curve. As long as I don't continue to keep getting myself murderated. So we'll do this real quick, and then kind of once we get this kind of done, then we'll So you can see a little bit. We'll go back, we'll do the Keymasters real fast. I think, I didn't see where it told me I had to make a Hellfire or I had to buy the recipe this time. Normally it tells you need to buy that stuff. Oh good, so we made a big loop. That's the best when you when it leads you off on some weird adventure where you end up in some weird dead end. So the next one for the Spider King is she'll leave webs on the floor, and anybody that touches those webs then starts taking damage. Nope. I do not like being stuck in there. I'm not a fan of that.
The truth burns.
Truth does hurt.
Not ready.
So yeah, like I said, I spent a little bit of time yesterday after I recorded just off camera, just playing. It was kind of a long day, kind of a slow day for me. So it was, and that's really why I love Diablo, is because I can just kind of play, and you know, if I have 10-15 minutes, I can kind of jump in, I can make a little bit of progress, and I can kind of continue on. Oh, and then the other side too now is that now with me having, I got a chest that if I'm above 90 or 95% of my resources, then I take half the damage. So there's that. So that you know, slightly helps, just a little bit. And then the fetishes aren't staying out all the time, but they are staying out quite a bit of the time. So, and then basically the dagger I have, I'll go over all this stuff kind of when I get back into town. I've just been using the death breaths as I find them, and trying to use those to try to find extra greens, and I keep finding oranges. So, what are you gonna do? Well, what I did was I put the oranges on and decided to use them. At least the ones that make sense. I have found a couple pieces for Necromancer. I'm gonna kind of keep gathering those. I've just got another tab that I'm just gonna stuff things for Necromancer in. And if I get to a point where I have enough stuff for a Necromancer and a decent enough weapon to start, then I'll make a Necro, and we'll try that out for season 2. So we keep running. Well, none of you guys are special, but I'll murder you guys just the same.
The spirits aid me.
Into the hole. Let me go in the hole.
The spirits grant.
So we've got enough of enough of the zoo going that they're slowly pushing people back, keeping them at range, and allowing us to work our magic on them. Oh, you're summoning me up here where I can come find you easier. That's nice of you.
My
Keep throwing
curse upon
spiders
you.
at everybody. Make sure everybody's got enough spiders to, you know, don't want anybody to feel left out. And sometimes, like I said, it's nice to, you know, stick with a single item or a single set and kind of force yourself in. But sometimes you have to
My curse upon you.
listen to what the game tells you and figure out if the stuff you have that it's giving you is something that you can live with by changing stuff up just a little bit.
Needs more time.
And as you can tell, this seems to be doing okay so far.
I need help.
Oh, no, I didn't like that, sir. Ma'am. You're gonna need to stop that right now. Nope. Alright.
You have triumphed.
Soloing in style. So we should have it. Then we have a gem. Let's see which gem we got. We got some pants. So which gem did we end up picking up? Killing an elite pack. Oh, that's not a bad one. I've had worse. To be fair, I've definitely had worse. Primary skills 93% additional damage. That's not a bad one, except for the problem I'm using those legs already.
My name is Urshi, and like Auric,
So
I once
we only have
served
one
the
gem we
ancient
can level up right now, so we
When
will
the
level that one up.
champions of ages past have proven themselves, I would attempt
Okay.
to improve the clarity. I am skilled at clarifying gems.
We'll go back to town. Go ahead, close this bad boy out. Greater Rift complete. Alright, so with that, we'll go back in. Here, we can look at this real quick. So, my arms are still garbage. I have Umasa's helm, Mundungo's gloves. I have the Aquila chest, the sash of knives, the Archer's legs and boots. I have the Vile Hive, which gives my Locust Swarm effect additional Pestilence Rune, which basically it causes it to be the Pestilence Rune, so I've changed it to actually no, I don't even have it anymore because it's just auto cast now. And then reduces the cooldown of Fetish and Big Bad Voodoo by 1 second each time your fetishes deal damage. Then we have the Puzzle Ring. I found another Puzzle Ring, so I have 2 of them now. And then we have Short Man's Finger, which changes the our gargantuan into 3 smaller guys. So, and then over here we have like knockback, suffer torsion damage. We have, you know, when she walks on the ground, it sets it on fire. We have Lorik's Crown, which probably we should probably upgrade. And then like follower cannot die, drain enemy life from enemies around you, take a fire damage, restores your primary resource, which emanates and basically comes to us. So that's kind of where we are with our equipment right now. Reforge a weapon property into a socket at the mystic. So if you have like a weapon like this, and you're like, I don't, maybe I can get rid of the crit. But if you don't have, if you're like, oh, I don't want to change my weapon, or your weapon already has a socket, you can change like literally any weapon. You don't have to do this one. Let's see. And you click on a little thing here, so that one can do it. We'll go ahead and we'll swap that one out. The mana regeneration. I'm not really worried about mana regeneration right now. We'll change it to that for now. And then we're out. Like now we're done. We can't do it anymore. Awesome. But yeah, so if you actually change like this guy,
There is no way.
you can only change legendaries or rares. So I need a yellow. Do I have a yellow weapon laying around? Not really. So I'll end up having to go get more stuff for that.
Don't be shy.
Go talk to her real quick. Probably brace her for now.
Do come back again. I cannot afford that.
Of course not. Why would you have anything useful for me? All right. The other thing you can do is just go in here. We'll just make a. And I'm honestly looking for one that doesn't have a gem, and I can't remember if she's gonna take. Yeah, so this doesn't cost me that. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go up here and like anything that I can change for a socket, I'm just gonna pick one, and then I'm gonna change it to a socket, and now we're done with that. And I can just melt that thing down. Because honestly, I literally made that just so I could just do that to it. Shift J. What else do we have here? Key decisions. We need to kill the Skeleton King and Sideware. So we're Skeleton King. Go talk to the Skeleton King real quick. And we're actually on Torment 4 right now, which I think we only had to be on like Torment 2 to be able to do this. So we are above and beyond. I am really not worried about you guys in here. Because this stuff is usually a little bit more spread out. It's not, they don't hit you nearly as hard as the rifts do. And obviously the rifts you can push a lot further into them and not realize it. And the effect for dying here, like I have the things that the shoulders on my enchantress, and it emulates that causes all my equipment to not take damage. So she is basically reducing my bills to repair things down to pretty much nothing. Oh wait, no, it is nothing. It's that you don't take damage anymore. You guys think that putting a wall up is going to save you? Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's not going to stand in that. So we'll run down here, go chat with this guy real quick. So the grand scheme here, oh, let's go grab that. Extra experiences.
The spirits smile upon me.
The whole little, it's like a bunch of kindergartners going to the zoo. Come on, buddy. Come on, come on. Are you gonna wake up? Are you gonna wake up? Are you gonna wake up? Wake up! Are you awake? Are you awake? Are you awake? Are you awake? It's like a bunch of toddlers with a piñata. He's not doing well. Where's all your friends at, buddy? Not time well for him. Alright, so let's do that. So we're looking for the key warden, so just look for the key. So we'll go through, we'll pick up all the key wardens real quick. And then I'm actually looking for the purple, I believe.
More time.
We're gonna kill this guy over here. So the good news about running, the higher torment you can run, and you can safely get away with doing, the more experience you get, the better loot you get. It's just obviously and I'm stating a lot of very obvious things to people that have played the game for a while, and most people that are watching stuff like this that have played the game for a while. But I take an approach of I try to make sure everybody's on the same page and make sure that I do have a tendency to overstate the obvious sometimes, just because I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. And I don't know what people know or don't know. So a lot of the things that I state are to make sure that everybody's on the same page and we all have, ooh, nice. That was a fancy drop this early in the game. We'll save that for later though. So really the best thing to do with that is, because it adds a socket to a weapon, is to have a really nice weapon. Or if you have a really nice weapon that already has a socket, change away from the socket to like regen or something like that. Like I just did with my dagger.
Needs more time.
And then I put that socket on there. But this isn't going to be the weapon that I eventually call done. There's like obviously the fetish army right now, rebuilding their regen is helpful, but eventually I shouldn't need that, because my fetish army should stay out at all times. And if they're staying out at all times, I don't need to reduce their regen or reduce their cast delay. So if I don't need to do that, obviously I don't use that on this weapon. Alright, so there, we'll go to a second act. If we needed. Alright, none of them are there. Nope, we'll go to that one there. Oh, Odig. So, and then for the most part, this last part, as long as you've got enough damage and survivability to be able to do things. And honestly, with me changing it up, so now, like, I just every once in a while cast the haunt, and it kind of takes on a life of its own anyway. So with me not casting haunt nearly as much, and then I don't want to burn my resources out anyway, because they kind of important. Alright, so 3. So we want to, as we're done, so we go kill the boss here real quick. Let's see, which way am I going? Yeah, so it's just a bunch of running through, doing a bunch of stuff. And this is mostly for Hedrig's Gift, which, like I said, this season, not really loving the Hedrig's Gifts. It's just not my play style. The 3 characters I usually play, those being Monk, Crusader, and Witch Doctor, they didn't have my favorite sets this time. And it's, you can't please everybody every time, and they have to rotate through them to make it fair. So I get that. And then the problem is usually the 3 sets that I want to play usually all pop at the same time. That's my luck. Oh, I'm going that way. That was not helpful. Okay, we'll grab that. So just throw a little bit of piranhas on him, a little tornado, and then once we get that kind of going, we throw the fetish army at them. I try to bring the fetish army out, especially when they have a bunch of things to stabby stick. Because if I can do that, then they kind of recharge themselves, and then by the time I get to the next group of minions, we're already maxed out and ready to go. Oh, they're staying out forever anyway. So pretty much as soon as I get one more thing, as Dumas says, then I'll be looking for another weapon. Of course, I'll probably be, boots or legs, because then I have to choose. Start moving things around. But we should be able to rip through this fairly quickly. Now we're at 26 minutes. We have the boss here to kill. We have 2 more key wardens to talk to, and then kind of once we get all that stuff done, we'll
My mind is my own again.
we'll be done with that, and then the next one will just be it will just be doing greater rifts. It'll literally be doing as many greater rifts as we can, and just trying to start pushing the greater rifts to get as far as we can,
I have only my own
and start leveling the gems. I probably should have loaded the gem for the I started loading the gem for the elite damage that I got, but I don't usually use that one. Usually I use the ones for pet bonuses and stuff like that. Like I go with gems that I think are good for me, not that the game or the meta tells me it's good for me. Because I'm hard-headed and I like, trying to find my own way.
Needs more time.
And then the real push is going to be to try to figure out, once we get max level and get all the seasonal stuff done, is to then figure out how this new mechanic works, and that will be good fun. We already murdered this one once. Didn't we talk it earlier?
You want to make me bleed? And I thought we were friends. This is unacceptable. I will
There's my
enjoy
spider
playing
queen.
with your corpse.
I cannot carry more.
Oh, there it is. I got a bunch of extra random garbage in my backpack I need to go get rid of.
I need to go back.
Need to go clear it out. So we're running into town real quick. You're just gonna go talk to this guy and go, hey, could you melt all this stuff back into glue for me? He said, yeah, sure, why not? And then this guy here, such a good find, especially this early. Use the item unsocket weapon to add a socket. So basically, like this weapon right here, like even though it's actually fairly good right now, with life per hit, intelligence, extra damage, like it's a lot of damage. I could actually put a socket on it and then do lots of good fun with that. So we're gonna put that guy in there. We'll put these guys in here. Yeah, sure, we'll put that in there. So this is all the other oranges I found over the time. We'll go in here, go to Stonefront real quick, go find the next keyboard. Just literally all you're doing is just kind of making sure you're on the right difficulty or above, and going to find whatever tells you to bounty hunt and go bounty hunt. And then as you do that, and a lot of those things like this will most likely give us all the bits that we need. Yeah, so there we go, we found it. Now we just got to get to them. So we'll go back to Act 3, I think it is. This is Act 3. So we'll once we get done having a chat with the Warden here, we will go do that. Maybe we'll go through the maybe we'll go open. Those open the keys, right? I think they do. Open the gates. Maybe we'll go do the gates real quick too. See if we can get enough points to get a necklace or two. Oh, you want me to come over here? Okay.
Need more time.
I'm not sure that's a good plan for you, buddy, but we'll do it. Like, there's probably a better use for your time instead of summoning me closer to you. Oh, I love the mazes when you're trying to figure out exactly where you're trying to go, and you know where you need to be, but trying to get to that location sometimes is interesting. Trying to find the right path to get to where you're trying to go. Keep throwing spiders at people. Come on, Sea Warden. You save a lot of your friends by just coming out. Ooh. Wow, you actually hurt. Ouch, don't do that. I didn't like it. Yeah, freeze me in place. That's not very nice. Another infernal terror key. Alright, so there is that. So let's go back to town real quick. Not the right one. Is it 2? Dang it. There's the Indian camp. Tell you, there it is. So you can go talk to Squirt here real quick. And then in the miscellaneous, you get the 3 rings there. That way, those are all learned. Alright, so that is all done. And then we will go back to Act 4. And we will look for Keymaster. There it is. I'm telling you, man, that stuff, they just stuff recording videos or streaming. They just can't see the stuff you're looking for anymore. Alright, so we'll go do this guy. And, you know, well, we're at 35 minutes. Maybe we'll go do that real quick. And, because those fights are pretty quick usually. So maybe we'll go do that. We'll get our, see if we get the resources to make a Hellfire Amulet. Yeah, you're not gonna make it, buddy. Alright, so those are there. So we got the wings, we got Hedrick's item, the portrait frame. So if you're trying to figure out where to go with those things, what you do is you're going to pick up all of them. We're going to go back to Act 1. And then we're going to go back to New Tristram. We're going to go right over here to this building, unless they changed it. Blow that out. We're going to go in here, and we're going to open these bad boys up. And then we're going to walk over here, and some random couple of bosses are going to spawn. And it's your goal to try to murder them both while, you know, not being murdered yourself. Sometimes it's easier said than done. Okay. I want all of you to murder this guy quickly. And then there's bonus or achievements for, like, you know, the speed at which you can get through these and stuff like that. So freaking minions everywhere. So he's gonna go down here real quick. All the other ones aren't there. So then you get Vial of Futureness. And then this realm is going to close. Can't remember if there was sometimes a thing in here. I don't see one.
I am returning to
So you just go back to town. Right back over here into it. Do it again. And you can, I think you bring your friends in with you to do these. And then they, I think you all get the stuff from them, so. But I'll go kill the Keymasters. It doesn't take you long to kill them to be able to get more of these. And the trick is to try to, what you're going to end up doing is basically killing enough Keymasters to kill these guys enough time to get enough resources to be able to make a couple of necklaces normally until you get one that has kind of the stats. And basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to get one of 4 basically your passive skills, right? Because they all come with special passives, and you're trying to find a passive that helps your build, so that you can take one that you don't need, which is often easier said than done. But like I said, it's a fairly quick run through till you start running into this jerk face. It looks like I'm gonna escape it. Just so that we're clear. Whoop, that looked like it could have tickled. Oh, that did tickle. Somehow we've killed the other guy first. Okay, it makes sense. I think the Vile Executioner is like one of my nightmares. Alright, so we got the bright. Pick up a bunch of other stuff that we can get rid of.
I need to go back.
So literally all I'm doing is you just run through, murder the two bosses, get the resources, come out, do it again. Obviously the season's journey is done, all that stuff is selected, and we have all of it. But that is not what I wanted to do. Going back into the one that was already opened is not helpful. It's nice that they close now. Before they didn't, and they would just, basically open for and you would have to go basically make a new game. And then, so now with them closing in 6 seconds or whatever. That way it closes, I can go through the next one. And then by the time that I'm done with that one, the first one's ready to go again. If I have multiple keys, then I can just do these to my heart's content. Alright, you wanna slow me down and put rocks on my head? That's not very nice, dude. Alright, let's just kill that guy first. Oh, you're gonna grab me? That's not nice. Oh, that didn't go well. He drove upstairs with his stomach. Well, we're gonna find out if that's true in a minute. Nope, not true. Neither died. Alright, so with that, those are all done. We're currently at 42 minutes. So we will go up here and we're going to talk to our buddy here. We're going to go Forge Story. We're going to go Hellfire Amulet of Intelligence because we want intelligence. So basically it's primary intelligence socket, a random passive class, and 3 random magic properties, right? So we want an intelligence because, well, we're an intelligence class. And gain confidence of the ritual passive. I don't know what confidence of the ritual is. Confidence ritual. You deal 25 additional damage to enemies within 20 yards. Which isn't bad. It's not one that I usually use, but I like running myself up in there and smashing my face into things. So we'll swap that bad boy up there, and then we're going to go down here and we'll grab this guy, and we'll drop that in there. So now, a little bit stronger, and that's really the goal and the key. So hopefully you guys are having fun with this and having a good time. Please let me know if y'all have ideas. Hopefully we'll be able to get the streams back up and going soon. And with that, we will talk to y'all soon.